So we commencing 22nd of January analysis. So let's look at the news first. There isn't really much on Monday, nothing on Tuesday, Wednesday, not significant news either. Thursday, yes, you have some excitement. So do Friday, a little bit of news coming out. So again, I think it's gonna be a very similar week to the last one, to be honest. Where its accuracy isn't gonna be a thing. Like it's stop loss have gonna have to be really like big basically. It's not gonna be as accurate. Um, movement isn't going to be that much either. I think so. But where it's possible, I would just say like if it's not absolutely crystal clear that there's a drawn liquidity with an inefficiency and liquidity, preferably both of them, and the time is there, and then obviously your entry pattern forms, obviously take advantage. If it's not, just leave it. Literally, it's not worth it. Trust me. Yeah, you might miss a few there, here and there, profitable ones, but it's not worth it to push it and just go into an even deeper drawdown because of the low accuracy of this week slash month. So that's just general advice. Now looking at the charts themselves on the dollar first of all. Again, I'm risk on so far. I wanted the closure of the for me to stay risk on. So dollar lower, everything else higher. I wanted the weekly close to be below um the daily fair value gap here that you see, this big CB, this one. But what happened is you have the close of the week here above the last like 75% of that level, which is a little bit concerning. Uh, and personally, I think with this something like this, I wanna like give it more time to develop, let's say, because to me, like, because this is closed above there, I want to see how it like if it's now gonna come down and just use this as some kind of an inversion fair value gap instead of a normal fair value gap, and this could be the BISI obviously. Um, so yeah, this could be the BISI that we might use as a support, okay, going forward, and then we might just jump off of that onto higher levels here so that we be high and maybe work our way towards these equal highs over, and maybe maybe we might not come here just yet. This could act as a breakaway gap as well, actually. So that's possible, but for now, I'm not saying this is something that's going to happen. It can happen, or it can simply just go down here, close this up completely, then use this as an inversion in going lower. That can also happen. Again, 50-50, I'm not actually clear. I need more information. I need at least, I would say, a couple of days to trade. So a couple more trading days, a couple more daily candles to close here to add in more data, missing data basically that I need. And then I'd probably have a little bit of a better clue as to what I'm looking for, because I'm not I'm not strongly risk on or risk off at the moment. You know, just in the middle somewhere. I don't want to trade like that. I want to have a very clear, concise vision where I'm going with this. Normally, I would have said, we're gonna go lower. If you look at this daily fair value gap, which you can't see because I've drawn the fib here. Let me just clean this up right now. I'm just gonna draw a box over here, the blue one, to signify the daily fair value gap. If you go on the weekly one, you can see here that it's closed way above the 50%, which is a salient sign to say that we will head up to this level here, which is, in classical sense, this is risk on because we're going to go higher and dollar lower. Now, bias wise, yes, I am leaning towards risk on, but again, like I want the dollar to follow, you know. But I think if it'll go up, then this is your first target, this CB, and then your second one, like just like last week, basically. If not, if it's risk off and not risk on, which dollar is going to tell me soon, then this is our focus, the discount one, okay? So the low here, the equal lows we formed last week, the daily equal lows slash the 4 hour and the daily fair value gap, and obviously eventually this if you get there. So I'm going to see just a few trading days. Now today we did have a Monday open that went into the previous daily previous weeks, not the weeks but the days high, yes, so a SIBI, and then it looks like we might actually close way below that, which is a salient sign that we might want to read this. So that's something interesting to Tuesday. See if you read this maybe, and yeah, we'll go from there. Now with this one, I'm not too strongly sure what's happening because we're in new territory, external range, new discovery. I actually said with new discovery, the general rule of thumb is it's always going to go a little bit more higher than what you think is too high, basically. So people think this is a premium level, it should start coming down. It probably won't. Just keep pushing higher. So this is a very much of a wait and see situation as well. It's an external range liquidity. You do have some internal pools still you can use an intraday basis. Yeah, but on a higher time frame, it's not really that clear at the moment. So again, wait and see situation with this. Let a few days fill in and see what it wants to do. If it shows a displacement to the downside, then you can look for a weekly daily target on the downside.